Alright, so today I'm going to do a review on some Vtech toys. So, I hope you enjoy it. Where should I start? Okay, let me see. I'm going to start with the biggest one. And that's this one. It's the Vtech Sit to Stand Learning Walker. This thing is amazing. Let me just start off by saying I actually bought it from Once Upon a Child, and it was, I think, $18 there. So it wasn't too expensive. I don't know how much they cost when they're not used. I just wound up seeing it. It was in perfect condition, as you guys can see. So I got it. I don't have the phone here because it's somewhere lost in her little basket, but it comes with a little telephone that's here, and I'm going to turn this on so that you guys can actually hear some of the things that it does and see some of the things that it does. But so this you can use while they're sitting. So when she was 6 months old, she used to just sit in front of it, and she would play. And then when she got bigger, she started to be able to crawl up the top of it to play with like the items that are up here. Like these little things come off, and it makes noise. And like I said, I'll turn it on for you guys later. And this opens up where she can play, and it actually says peekaboo, which she knew how to play at like I think 8 months or something, 6 to 8 months, somewhere in there. It has this piano and then these little spinny things down here that rattle. One of the best features about this walker is that these back wheels lock. So I don't know if a lot of them have it, but I've had friends who told me that their walkers, the wheels don't actually lock, which is really important, believe it or not. I can lock it in place. She can sit, she can play, she can stand up, and it's not going to roll away from her. The other thing is we just recently moved. So like right now we have nothing up. My whole house is completely bare because I have to decorate and still have to put everything together. But we wound up going from having an all carpet living room to having an all wood living room. So she wasn't used to that. So she would get up and she would walk with this thing, and it would wind up going crazy fast, and it would fly out from under her and she would fall. And then I wound up locking the wheels one day because she was playing with it and I didn't want her to slip. So I locked the wheels and I turned around and she had it and she was holding on to it and she was just walking around with it at a regular pace. So I realized if I lock the wheels on a hard surface, she can just push it at her leisure, and it didn't, she didn't have to use it and have it just go flying out from under her. So I'm going to turn this on for you so that you guys can actually see it. I will show you the other feature that's nice about it, if I can get it to come off. You can push down on this lever and it actually comes off of it. Let's see if I can get it. Oh, I'm sorry, pull. No wonder I couldn't get it. And so this little thing comes right off, and you can lay it in front of your child and your child can actually play with it. So you can kind of get a close-up to see all the cute little things that are on it. That's the little door that opens, these little toys, this little thing spins, and there's a little telephone that's here too, which is really cute. These come off, she can put them on and take them off. So I thought that was a nice feature, especially when your baby's really little and they're not really sitting yet. They're kind of doing tummy time. You could just lay it down and wind up doing it. And it's really easy to put right back on once I realized that it was up, not down. So anyways, let me turn it on for you. There are 2 modes. So the first one is a book. And this book mode, it allows you to teach like colors. I'll turn it off for a second. It teaches you colors, it teaches you shapes, so the different buttons she pushes, it's more towards teaching. So I'm going to push some of those buttons in teach mode. So see, triangle, circle, square, and it teaches you all those different things. Peekaboo. So, really cute. All the colors. That speeds up the music. So that mode is a lot of fun for them. The son even sings and dances. And then there's a music mode. Now music mode is more just fun. She can push, when they're really little, she can push them and she can just kind of play. When you take off the phone and you hang it up, it says thanks for calling, and then you can play the piano. So there are 2 modes. I love it. I switch it on and off. I actually just leave it in the corner with it on, and she can walk over to it and she pushes the buttons. And to be honest, this is the only toy that she has used on a daily basis. She gets very bored with like all the stuff that she has. She has crazy amounts of toys and she gets bored with everything that she has. But that thing has been amazing. So if you can get your hands on one of those, it's worth every single penny. She still uses it to this day. It's taught her how to crawl up things. It's taught her how to, you know, start taking steps and walking and all of the above. So that thing is amazing. I think that was one of the first purchases along with this. So this was the only other thing that I bought from Once Upon a Child. And it's this little Vtech. It's called the Move and Crawl Ball. And it has this little ladybug that spins. It has all of these fun little animal buttons on the side. And it makes this noise. And I think the battery's about to die. So I'm going to turn it on and see what it does. Yeah, see, the battery's dying. But it usually makes all this stuff. And I guess it's supposed to spin and it's supposed to do all of these things on the floor. And to be honest with you, she has not touched this thing. She hates it. She will kind of spin the ladybug for like 2 seconds and then she's done and she's over it. So I don't know if it's just her. I don't know if there are other babies out there have actually really enjoyed the Vtech ball. It helped her not at all with crawling. That was my main goal, was to put it somewhere and have her crawl to it. She wasn't interested. She didn't care. I used it just as kind of a ploy, I guess you could say, to call her over, and she still wound up just really not caring. So this one was kind of a bust, but thankfully I only bought it at a used toy store, so it really wasn't that bad. It wasn't that expensive, and I'll probably just sell it back to them. Who knows? But that's a review on that ball. The next thing I'm going to review is this Vtech. It's the Little Critters Sing and See Magic Mirror. So you could see me on you. So there's just this really cute little mirror. It has the little face on it, a little smiley face. And see, there's the little spinny thing that's on it, a little fish, these little things that they can teeth on, and this little crab button. Now I'm going to turn it on so you guys can hear it. It has 2 volumes, so this is the least loud. But the little mirror lights up, and she sings. And then when the baby actually pushes something, then it actually moves. I don't think she's ever actually been able to push the fish, but she spins this thing and then the thing goes crazy. So anything, these little buttons, she loves. And the thing I really liked about this was when she was first learning how to crawl, she would play, and then she would stop. And so she would just leave this there and it would be turned on. And in a second, it does that. It winds up like lighting up and going crazy, and so she would go back to it because she was interested in it again. This is one of my go-tos that I actually throw in my bag all the time for her to just play with. She loves the mirror feature. She loves the lights. She's fascinated. She likes to chew on the sides of it. This thing wound up, being great. I ordered it off of Amazon. I couldn't really find it anywhere else, but it came highly recommended, so I wound up getting it. And I was so happy that I did because she loves this thing. I think I paid maybe like $15 for it, so it wasn't too bad, and it's been awesome. This is one of those that I can always bust out when she's kind of, antsy and bored, and she always seems to be amazed by it. So this is definitely a good one. And the final Vtech toy that I'm going to do a review on is the Touch and Teach word book. This thing is super cute. It has 3 different modes. It has words, letters, and music. And then it has this little question game that they can play. So I'm going to turn it on. It's quite loud. And then I'm going to actually show you what it does. I'm only going to do one section so that it doesn't take too long for you guys to get the gist, because it's the same throughout all the sections. And then I will go through and I'll tell you what each section is.
Hi, let's have fun with words.
So that's the first part.
Curtains.
So I opened it and now I'm in home. and anywhere that you touch. So say I wanted to show her spoon,
Small spoon.
I can touch spoon.
Green spoon. Fork.
And then any of these that I like, I can
Plate.
touch. And she loves to turn the pages.
Food.
So
Are
now-
you ready to explore words? Touch a word.
I'm in the food section. So basically,
Grapes.
I can do the same thing here with all of these. And then the same goes for letters.
Letter fun. Hi. Are you ready to explore letters? Touch a word. Grapes begins with the letter G.
So it goes through that, and then you have the music one.
Music top.
So there was apple, and you can just kind of play with all the different sounds. And then the final piece on this is the question, the game.
Find it.
It's called Find It.
Let's find something that begins with the letter J.
So now I would click
Juice.
juice, and that's a plus.
Terrific.
This I purchased with the intention of it lasting for quite a while. So I started it now knowing that she's not going to actually know what letters are, which ones to push, or how to play the game, but I wanted it to transition into her becoming a toddler. So this is one of those toys that I bought knowing that the sounds and the book was going to excite her, because it made noise, but I knew that it wasn't intended for her age group and that it was going to actually be worth, more later on. And to be honest with you, she loves this thing. She opens the book. She loves to turn the pages. She loves to turn them back. She likes that it makes noise when she closes it. So I'll find her opening and closing it quite often. She is all about it. The pages are quite thick. They're like a plastic material, so I don't feel like they're gonna break. She'll bend them and nothing will happen. But the different sections that are in here are, the first one's your home, then you have food, clothes, toys, the zoo, and that's it. Yeah, that's all of them. The park. Sorry, the park is the last one. So you have a bunch of different sections. The only downfall to this toy is it is quite loud, so it's, kind of annoying. But one of the tricks that I've actually done is I will take tape